Voyager.
Peter's on deck today. He needs a second date update. Guy's name is Russell, and we're going to try to help him out. Hey, Peter.
Hey, good morning. Thank you so much for helping me out.
We're going to try. How'd you meet Russell? What's the story there?
I met him at a party, actually, at a friend of mine's house. Great dude. We hit it off, talked all night. I ended up going back to his place at the end of the party. Next night, I invite him over to my house because I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty great cook. And made him a steak and some risotto, knocked that out of the park. And
Nice.
He said he loved it. And the night was awesome. He ended up staying over. We had great conversation. And then after that, nothing. And that's why I'm more frustrated, but I'm also kind of disappointed.
So, I mean, it sounds to me like you're in the market for a relationship, like a long-lasting dating relationship.
Yeah, I mean, eventually that's why you get in. I figured the one date leading to the second meant that, the third was next.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can see where you'd believe that.
I don't know. When was the last time you were in a relationship?
Probably 6 months ago.
And what was it about this guy that stood out? Aside from the obvious.
Yeah, I mean, besides the obvious, I mean, our chemistry was great. And it's one of those things, especially when you meet somebody new and it's the conversation just clicks. And, I mean, that's really what kind of, made me even more interested than I was to begin with.
Yeah, it's interesting, too, because I always wonder, or I used to wonder, when I was dating, like, why there's so many things that is to love or to like about this person. I just don't know if I could necessarily live with them. And it's not that that's any shade on them. It's just, maybe they got different habits or different interests that would kind of encroach upon what I got going on, like my sleep.
Right.
Or I don't know, something.
I've had friends like that, though, that I've gone on vacation with, just even girlfriends, that I'm like, I love you, but we could never live together.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I love you, but all you do is bake things that I can't eat because I've got this thing going on.
Yeah. I hate onions. Stop putting it in the quiche, okay?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so it's worth exploring. You want us to call him up? Is there anything pertinent that you think is worth mentioning that we need to know going in? Like, did you get the sense that Russell was looking for something more substantive than just a casual hookup?
It could have been. I mean, I'd love to know because it was so great. And then for it to go from great to zero, I'm just kind of perplexed by the whole thing.
Great. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll call him up and see what the story is. A second date update continues next with Jeff and Jenn at Q102. Peter met Russell at a party, and it was pretty instant chemistry from the get-go. And he ended up hooking up with him that night. And the chemistry translated to an actual date where he cooked dinner for him, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I can attest to that, being in a relationship with someone who's talented in the kitchen, we'll say. Russell's kind of ghosted him, though, which is a bit of a disappointment because Peter would like to explore possibly having a relationship with this person. So let's check in and see what's going on with Russell, unless there's anything else you want to add, Peter.
No, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, is this Russell?
Yeah?
Hey, Russell, Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you, man?
Oh, my God. Jeff and Jenn, are you serious?
What's up? You busy?
Is this a second date update?
Do you want it to be? Do you want to be on second date update?
Oh, my God. I'm so excited about this.
Oh, really?
So excited. Wow.
That is not a reaction we get.
Are
very
you doing a lot of dating, Russell?
I just feel like a celebrity. I'm not doing that much dating. I know who you're calling about.
Do you now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And so what is the story with you and Peter, since you seem so eager to share?
Well, he is really into himself.
Yeah.
So
aren't we all a little bit to an extent?
Of course.
Okay. So we're at his place and we're talking, and he has this music playing, and it was fine. It was kind of eclectic, but it was pretty cool. And then this DJ that was talking and trying to be clever and entertaining, and I was not really listening. I was much more interested in what he had to say than the music that was playing. But he kept getting up and turning the volume up, and he did this several times to the point where we're almost yelling at each other just so we could hear what the other one was saying. And it was so weird. And finally, I was like, "What are we listening to?" And he got really excited, and he said, he told me so excited. He said, "It's him. It's me." He said, "It's me." He had recorded his own show. I think he used AI, and he used his own voice, and he picked the music, and he was very proud of himself. And
So wait, like what? I'm sorry. So you're listening to what, like a mixtape, or you're listening? He was not spinning live. This was like a recording of music.
Yeah, it was like he was spinning live, but it was all sort of put together beforehand. I assume.
With using his own voice as the DJ announcing songs as if you were listening to the radio?
As the very loud DJ, yes.
What? Like at the house?
Guy. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's creative and it's cool, like a live mixtape.
Yeah, and it was like 4 hours long.
He's not noticing. I'm going to turn it up louder.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
He was turning it up because he was wanting you to realize that it was his voice?
Well, after he told me, he kept it loud. And every time the music stopped and his like recorded voice started talking, our conversation also stopped so I could listen to what his recorded voice had to say.
Did you recognize the voice as his?
I did after he told me, but before I was trying to tune it out because I thought it was kind of annoying.
Oh.
So you weren't impressed with what you were hearing to begin with?
Oh.
I guess it's like a double approach. I wasn't impressed with what I heard and I thought it was kind of dumb. It's like both of them.
Been there.
I just don't know if I could,
I mean, we get that every day around here.
Well,
So
it makes
true.
sense for you because you guys are professionals.
Well, I mean, I think it's cute. It's a cute gesture. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of effort put forward in that moment. I mean, that takes a lot of work to put that stuff together.
But did he do that? Well, let's ask Peter. Are you still there, Peter?
I'm here. What a hater.
Well, was that? I'm just curious. Did you record that for Russell's benefit, or was that just something you had on hand?
No. That's something that I had made. I make like one a week.
Oh.
So this is
that
like a
was the
hobby of
latest
yours?
That's
Yeah,
fun.
it's just a different spin on a podcast, but it's just a simulated live radio show, kind of.
Huh.
See, this is what I used to do when I was a
I
kid
know. I
before
immediately
AI.
thought of Jeff. I had Jenny's Super Show.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
and I wouldn't think twice
Oh,
about
he still
torturing
does.
people with it. I didn't care. I'm like, this is what radio should sound like right here.
Right.
That's exactly my thought.
If my partner did that for me, which he has never even dedicated a love song to me,
No.
I think that this would
I
be.
think he needs to call in for
Really
Mother's Day and
sweet.
dedicate a love song to you.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
My name is Scott. I'd like to make a request.
Could somebody give him a heads up? Because I don't know if he'll be able to think of this on the fly.
It started out as a passion project, something I just kind of loved doing, and I just assumed that once the audience grew, then it would turn into a thing.
All right.
And I put myself out there, and it's to be honest, it's a little hurtful because he in the moment he liked it, and he was being honest about that he thought it was cool, and then to find out that that the whole thing was a ruse.
Well,
Yeah, because you still stayed the night, right?
Right? It wasn't that bad.
yeah.
Couldn't have been that annoying or offensive or.
Maybe it was the presentation. Like if you would have said, hey, I as a hobby, I like to do like these little shows, kind of like a podcast. I'm going to put it on. We can take a listen to it instead of not mentioning it and just increasing the volume until it was weird.
Right.
I think it was really just more the amount of time that it was playing. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you how many women I've tortured over the course of my adult life with the very same thing. And it's not even my show. Like, I'd be
Right.
listening to the radio and the music would stop. I'd be like, hold on, I need to hear the DJ.
Yeah.
Same in my house. Hey, Chris, listen to this promo I made.
Aw,
Yeah, I'm sure that's just his favorite moment.
Yes.
how sweet is that?
You don't sit around and make them listen to old jingle packages
No,
from
that's
1970s
purely
radio
something I
stations.
do in my own nerdy
You know
time.
that that's just the two of you, together. That's your bonding
Whole
thing.
different
Yeah.
rabbit hole. Well, what do you say, Russell? Any consideration to maybe going out with Peter again?
I don't know, Peter. I think maybe because you called a radio station for me and got me on Second Date Update. We could try it again if you're not too mad at me.
Yeah, that's a
Look at
grand
that.
gesture.
It really
That's
is.
really sweet. Yeah.
I'm down.
Great.
Yay.
Love that.
Yay. That's wonderful.
And
like
I think
it.
you should do a special edition of the Peter Show in
Oh
commemoration
boy, I
of
bet you do.
Yes.
dedicate the whole hour to Russell.
Yes.
The Peter Show.
Everybody should listen to the Peter Show.
That's also a song, Scott's song request. Can you please play the Peter Show for my lady French?
I mean, you're a fan of the Peter Show. I like the Peter Show.
Yeah.
Who loves the Peter Show in this room?
Ah, boy.
3 out of 4 DJs prefer the Peter Show.
Yeah.
It's highly recommended.
Wouldn't you like to be a Peter too? All right. Well, thank you both for coming on Second Date Update. We're gonna set it up. Appreciate you both putting yourself out there. Good luck to you.
Yep.
Thank
You're
you.
the best. Thank you.
And if you're just tuning in, I'm like, what did I just tune into? What did I just walk into? If you missed it,
Yeah.
you can catch it on the podcast later as soon as we upload it. You'll find our podcast online at WKRQ.com or on the app. Search WKRQ and you can listen to it in its entirety when you get to work
Get it all.
later or on the way home or whenever.
Sometimes it's good to go back and even if you did hear the whole thing, to listen to it again because there might have been something that you missed.
Yep.
Because sometimes, the conversation is very quick.
Right. I know. I've done that too.
Yeah.
And I was working that day.
Right.
Like I was there.
You were in the conversation.
I don't
and
even
you missed
remember
stuff.
saying that.
Right. That happens.
Think of what you'll get from it.
Oh, God, I know.
Yeah. So check out the podcast online at WKRQ.com.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. New horizons are just a click away. Explore the Voyager, our one-stop travel tool. Go to CVGAirport.com/Voyager.